Molly, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my productive routine. So this is involving day, night, afternoon, basically just like everything I do to feel productive. And there's definitely some life hacks in there as well because I know how much you guys love life hack videos. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let's try and get it to 6,000 thumbs up, you guys. That would be incredible. I don't know if we can do it, but that would be really cool if we could. Let's try and get there in the first like 48 hours. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. It should be floating around the screen right now. I upload quite a bit on my channel and I'm having a huge giveaway right now where I'm giving away a brand new MacBook Pro. I will have all the rules down below, but I'm picking the winner from my subscribers. So basically all you have to do to enter is just subscribe. So make sure that you're subscribed to my channel if you want to win. If you guys could do me a favor, comment down below when you get out for summer break because I need to know because I'm planning out one more school video and I don't know when you guys get out of school, so comment down below when your summer break starts. And with all of that being said, let's get started with my productive routine. Sorry, I didn't see there. I was just blocking out the haters, you know. So the first tip that I have for you guys is to wake up earlier than you need to, which I know it sounds like the worst thing in the entire world, but trust me, once you start doing it and getting in the hang of it, it feels so much better. You don't feel rushed to get to class or wherever you have to go, work, whatever you're doing, you just feel like very relaxed and at ease with the day. Whereas if you wake up with like 5 minutes left before you have to leave, you're just feeling rushed and you always forget things and you feel like out of order the whole entire day. So try to avoid that and wake up earlier because it'll make you feel so much more productive. Okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep now. Alright, so now that we've gotten up, the second tip that I have for you guys is to make your bed every single morning right after you get up. Why, you ask? Because if your bed is looking all comfy and cozy and all messed up and stuff, you're just gonna want to jump right back into it, especially if it's on a weekend. You're gonna be like, oh, I don't really have anything to do today anyway, so I might as well just go back to sleep. No, don't do that. To avoid doing that and actually starting your day, make sure that you make your bed every single morning right after you wake up, so that way you won't be tempted to jump right back into it, and it looks really good. Alright, so we're backtracking a little bit here, but one tip I have for you guys is to make sure that your room is organized before you go to sleep every single night. Because number one, you can't fall asleep really well knowing that your room is a mess. It's just like a known fact. If you have a mess around you, it's harder to fall asleep, so you won't get as good of sleep as you need to. And then when you wake up in the morning, it just takes more time to get started with your day because you have to clean up first. So I recommend to just organize your room a little bit every single night and it'll save you so much time and stress in the long run. So for instance, in my bathroom I had a huge mess with like a ton of products all over the counter and it really stressed me out. So what I did was I just organized really quickly. It took like literally 3 minutes, you guys, to put everything back in its place and it looks so much better. And that way in the morning I know where everything is and it's way easier to get ready. Oh hey, welcome to my kitchen. When trying to be productive, one other thing that you really want to make sure that you're doing is having a good healthy breakfast to start off the morning. This will keep you energized throughout the day and honestly it's just something to look forward to when you wake up in the morning, which who doesn't want that? Something I love having in the morning is oatmeal with peanut butter and berries. I've shared that in a couple of my recent videos, but I really do love it and I look forward to it every single morning. It just gives me a bunch of energy straight off in the morning and it's great. Okay, you guys. This next tip I have is really important and it's for making to-do lists. I know people always say make a to-do list in the morning because it'll make you do a lot of things, which is true. One thing you really need to make sure you're doing when you're making your to-do list is not going overboard with it, which is something I always do. Whenever I first make my to-do list, I write like 400 things on it and I'm like, oh my god, today's gonna be the most productive day of my entire life. And then I end up doing like none of them. So you don't want to overwhelm yourself. Make sure you're setting realistic goals because at the end of the day, you're just gonna feel discouraged if you didn't complete everything that you set out to. So put some easy ones on there and some not so easy ones, but don't put too many because it'll get overwhelming and it'll end up making you be less productive in the long run. Finding a good workspace is so vital in making sure that you stay focused and don't procrastinate and get your work done. Whether that's a desk or a coffee shop or somewhere outside that you really need to go to focus, find that place, go there, get your work done. Because if you're sitting in the same spots that you normally do your leisure time in, like your bed or something like that, you're not going to be focused. You need to find a set area that you always do your studying in, and that will help so much. So my study area is my desk right here. It has my computer on it, and I like it because it's very simple on the desk and I can just focus on my work. And when I'm sitting here, I don't really get distracted zoning out or looking at other things, which is awesome. So always try and find a space that you can do your work in that you can stay focused at, like my desk. Something I think is super important to staying focused is having something that kind of just like distracts you enough to where you're not super distracted, but it gives you the idea that you're not just totally doing work 24/7. So what I like to do to combat that is have a drink by my side. It could be anything from something from Starbucks to just water or tea or coffee. Whatever it is that you like for a drink, have it on a coaster right next to your computer or the book that you're studying or something like that. So that way every time you kind of feel like, oh, do I really need to keep reading or keep typing this paper, you can just have a sip of your drink and it gives you that little bit of like more motivation. Sometimes for me personally, just drinking something with caffeine in it, even if it hasn't hit me yet, I still feel like more energized just like having sips of it. So I recommend having a drink by your side whenever you're doing your work. If it does nothing else, at least it'll keep you from being thirsty, right? Tip that I have for you guys in this video is obviously like you're gonna have to take breaks while you're working. You can't just go straight all day long. You'll go insane. So what I recommend is on those breaks, instead of watching Netflix, watch something like a YouTube video or a TED Talk or something like that, because a YouTube video ends and then it ends, and same thing with a TED Talk. But if you're watching Netflix, you're more than likely going to be like, okay, one more episode is fine, and then you're gonna watch that next episode, and then you're gonna watch another episode and another episode and another one, and then before you know it, like 6 hours has gone by and you've done nothing but watch Netflix. So instead, watch something that ends, and when it ends, you know that it's your time to get started again on your work.